Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fighting through at the 25. Take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you have to say that they've underachieved.
In motion, Hill. Here's 2nd and 8. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
60 Bobcats. Ready.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
and no
ready?
move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 5. Off play action. McQueen. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready? 60 Eagles, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Tight, 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Person. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Let's go. Go.
He'll look up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Ready, go. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there. Him for a loss.
Ready.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
2nd down and 8.
Drop 60. Go.
Back to throw here. And he's got Booker. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Come on.
They'll run on 1st down. Valentine. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Track. Cougar 19. Go.
He'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The kicker on
Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
makes the score. Colts 21, G7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Okay,
The
break.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 9. This is Young on the carry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Panther 60. 60. Pass to 60. Ready?
On the ground, they go with Young. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Valentine will get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
69. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Get it.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Chiefs at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Off the play fake, McQueen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Foster. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
19 Tiger.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Here we go. Set.
Up the middle they go. Young. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38.
Crack all 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, come on. 70, Timberwolves. Ready.
They run the counter. Valentine. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Valentine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st down, Valentine. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
In motion, Hill. Now a handoff up the middle. Valentine. And they can't bring him down. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 8, ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on, set, ready.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Up the middle they go. Young. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
From the gun on 3rd down, McQueen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll run on first down. It's Young. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, ready, go!
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And able to work his way down to the 16. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Ready. Viking 18. Check out.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Valentine. He'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll try the left side. It's Person. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's go now.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And 207 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
And they will take a knee here. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Gets around him. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready. Ready.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Bronco 80.
On 3rd down, Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Come on. Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st and 10.
And they take a knee.
Go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Indianapolis, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall 2.